guys, it's Beck, or Beck the Noir on Instagram, and I thought that I would come on here and show you guys some of the tips and tricks that I use on wigs, some tools, some things like that when I'm not actually doing a time lapse, because sometimes you don't really have time to go through it, can't quite see what things I'm using, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd make it a separate video, and I was thinking I might make it into a series on like how to put on wigs, how I store wigs, different things like that, like how to put on a long wig, how to put on a short wig, whatever. Because I don't style a wig every single week, and I would like to upload more. So I keep all my wig styling stuff in a nice little box that I keep in my room. I might take something out every now and then to use on myself, like a hair straightener, but otherwise, it pretty much stays all nice and together for me to just pull out whenever I'm ready to use it and I need it. So let me get that. So this is my wig styling box. Nice and small, nice and easy, has everything I need in it. Don't have a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot to style wigs. You just need some time and some practice. So let's get started with what I use. First off, I have my two kinds of hairspray. I have my Gatsby, which is my glue-based hairspray. This one's almost empty, so my second one is a brand new one. And then I have Bedhead. It is a Bedhead Hardhead. It is my non-glue based hairspray that I use for the initial teasing styling of the wig. Because when you use glue-based hairspray, you can tend to get crimping in the hair, and not everyone likes the look of it. That's not my sort of thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you want to do that. It just gives it a little bit of a look that I'm not the biggest fan of. The next thing is, I kind of have to dig for the smaller things. I have a comb. It is a broken comb, but it is a comb, and I use it to tease the wigs. This is my initial teasing comb, and it is what I use for the most part only in the beginning. Every now and then I will use it after I brush all the teases out, just to smooth the hair on top, to make it just look nice and orderly, sort of thing. But my nice broken comb. I lose it quite often, or I used to until I got my little box. So just get yourself a nice one of these and it'll be great. Other thing, after I tease the wigs, I use this hairbrush. This is a hairbrush with like little frilly things on it. Don't know exactly what it's used for on real hair, but it just makes it super easy to smooth out the top layer with the frilly things, but also get out the knots with the longer, rougher pieces. I used to only use a comb. It was horrible. There's this belief out there that if you use a hairbrush on wig hair, that it will rip out fibers. It definitely can if you don't start at the bottom of the fibers and work your way up to brush. Just like if I was brushing my hair, I'd start down here and then make my way up as I brushed. So if you use it right and you're gentle with it, you're not gonna sit there and rip all your fibers out on what I mostly use an already thin wig. So my saving grace, especially on longer wigs. I also went out and got these little hair clampies. The hair clampies are great for when you have like a big tease or something to pull back, or a larger amount of hair. I like to use this to hold my hair back into sections, that sort of thing. Very helpful. If you don't want to get these, I also use bobby pins. I am almost out of bobby pins, but I've had these since like middle school, and I just use them for holding back hair. Sometimes I will use them to like pin a piece in place, like hair in place while I'm wearing the wig. Use it to pin my wig cap on, that sort of thing. If you do wear a wig cap, I would recommend using them anyways, so you're gonna have them on hand anyways. So instead of getting these big giant clampies, these definitely work as well, especially for, you know, shorter pieces of hair, thinner pieces of hair, that sort of thing. This is fantastic. The next thing Actually, I'll just go over my last two things, or my next two things at once. My heat sources. My heat sources. You can, for the initial heating of your wig, use a hair dryer. It's actually kind of what I would more recommend. I don't have one, so I use a hair straightener. When I go through the wig, I don't sit there and clamp down on it. I just kind of hover over it and slightly press, but don't clamp. So that is how I heat up my initial teases. It's how I straighten wigs if need be. A lot of times this is how I curl bottom pieces of wigs, just because you can use this for like anything. Also have the curling iron. I don't know how to use this yet, but I got it for a singular wig that I did a little while ago, because the entire head of hair was more so tighter pin curls than a little wave at the bottom or anything like that. So I attempted. It kind of worked after a very long time. I don't personally like it because I don't know how to use it properly. But if you know how to use a curling iron, very helpful in styling. Very helpful. Last, but definitely not least, scissors. I use my tiny, more precise fabric scissors for fibers. It is sharp enough that when you cut, it's not going to act like kitchen scissors. Nothing wrong with using kitchen scissors, but like, let's say you're cutting a straight line, I'm not going to cut my hair, and the hair doesn't cut, it tends to go that way, and then you get a crooked cut. So the sharper the scissors, the better. The other thing I would recommend getting that I do not have, that I was thinking about getting, is thinning shears. If you get thinning shears and you need to feather out a bottom, instead of going up and down and taking forever like that, you can just take the thinning shears, go sideways, and just press a couple times, brush it out, and then you have a nice feathered bottom, where otherwise, like with these, you just cut straight across. And you do not want straight bottoms to your wigs if it's like a longer wig or a bob or anything like that. So that is what is in my wig styling box. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I am going to continue the series probably. Next, I will probably be doing wearing wigs, putting my long hair up in wig caps, different methods of doing that, sizing a wig to your head, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, just let me know, because I would love to do it. And then I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. We are nearly to 100 subscribers already, which I am super astonished by, and I never thought that I would even get 16, let alone like 60, which is I think where I'm at now. So I appreciate you all, and yeah, thank you.